Hey boys and girls, today we are going to learn how to make marker leaf prints. Now we just talked about texture and we learned about printmaking as well. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be focusing on creating printmaking using our leaves and using the different textures on our leaves. So you can see here that I collected some leaves from outside. I wanted to make sure that these leaves were still alive, so I collected leaves that looked like they just fell off the tree. So you are going to need some different leaves that you find outside. Now make sure you have your parents' permission and maybe go with your parents to collect some of these different types of leaves. I have 3 different types of leaves and I'm going to show you each different kind here. Again, I made sure that they were all soft and alive. So I'm separating my leaves by type here. The first leaf I have is from the ginkgo biloba tree. The second one is from a basswood tree. And the third one is from a maple tree. You can see that I have 3 different types of leaves. They are different shapes and they have different textures. You're also going to need 2 pieces of paper. One of the pieces of paper is where we will be doing our printmaking on, and we will use the second piece of paper so that we have something to color on top of so we don't make a mess of our table. This could be a piece of scrap paper. Okay, we're also going to use some washable Crayola markers. They don't have to be Crayolas, but make sure they are washable. You're also going to need a damp paper towel. Now, I dipped this in water and then I squeezed all of the water out, so it is still wet, but it is not dripping wet. It is just damp, okay? Alright, so let's get started with our project. I'm going to take my 2 pieces of paper here. I'm going to use this one to color on top of with my leaves. You'll see what I mean by that in just a moment. So I'm going to take one of the leaves from the basswood tree. Now looking at the back side of this leaf, this has a really bumpy texture. This is very, very bumpy because this is the side where all of the veins are on the leaf. So making sure that you are coloring on the vein side of the leaf, or the bumpy side, go ahead and start coloring over all of the back of your leaf. Now you can see I'm going really fast. That's because I sped up the video. So I'm making sure that I'm coloring all over my leaf with my purple, and you can see I have covered everything on my leaf. It is now a dark purple leaf. Alright, now let's get that other piece of paper out, the one that we will be doing our printing on. I'm going to decide where I want my leaf. I think I'm going to make my print right there. With my damp paper towel, I'm just going to kind of swipe over that area to dampen that section of my paper. And then I'm going to put my leaf down, the marker side down, the side that I just colored, or the bumpy side down. Okay, I'm going to hold it in place with my left hand because I am right-handed. I write with my right hand. And then I'm just going to press gently, ever so gently, all over my leaf. This will help transfer our print from our leaf to our paper. And ta-da! Lifting the leaf, we reveal our print. Isn't that amazing? We transferred the texture of the veiny side of our leaf onto our paper. Again, this is called printmaking. Okay, I'm going to do a few more prints here. I'm going to use some different leaves. Maybe a ginkgo biloba leaf next. These are one of my favorite types of leaves because of all of those very small details and fine lines. You can see I'm feeling for the bumpy side of my leaf, and that is the side that I want to add some marker to. I think I'm going to use 2 different shades of green on this leaf print. So these are the 2 greens I'm using. And I'm just going to color some parts of this leaf lighter green and some parts darker green. You don't have to make all your leaves one color. You can always make a multicolored leaf print. So I have my light green colored out, and I'm going in the spaces where I didn't color with marker yet on my leaf, in with my dark green. Try not to mix your colors on your leaf. It might ruin your marker, so really try to just keep your colors separated when you're coloring on your leaf. Okay, and I'm making sure I'm not pressing too hard so I don't rip my leaf. Now it's all colored. There we go. It's time to make our print. So I'm going to decide where I want my second leaf print to be, my ginkgo biloba leaf. I think I'm going to make it right here. So taking my wet or damp paper towel, dampening my paper a little bit, and then I'm holding my leaf in place with my non-dominant hand and gently rubbing around my leaf. I'm making sure that I'm not moving it while I'm rubbing. And there you have it. There is my second leaf print. You see that there are some light green and dark green spots. So now that I've done my basswood tree leaf, also called the linden tree, and my ginkgo leaf. I'm going to do this maple leaf next, but I'm going to do something really crazy. I'm going to make a rainbow leaf. So I'm going to start out by coloring red in the middle, orange on the outside, and then continuing with the rest of the colors in rainbow order all the way outside. So remember not to blend your colors on the leaf. Once you color your one area of color, do not go over it with another color or the colors will mix and it will ruin your markers. So again, I'm being careful to separate my colors. Now boys and girls, you could do whatever type of design on your leaf that you want. I am doing a rainbow pattern starting out in the middle. You could do something different. You could even, you could create maybe a stripy pattern on your leaf. You could create a polka dot pattern on your leaf with your markers. Just make sure that you have enough marker covering up your leaf. You want to be very generous with the amount of coloring that you do on your leaf. That means color more rather than less. Okay. I'm going to print this rainbow leaf right here. So again, with my damp paper towel, I'm just sort of wiping it over my paper to dampen it. And that allows the marker ink to transfer. Holding my leaf down with my left hand, I am now gently just petting my leaf, almost pretending like it's my dog, giving it a nice pet. Okay, and the slow reveal. Wowza, look at that. What a beautiful rainbow leaf. Okay, so I've showed you how to do 3 different types of leaf prints, rainbow, 2-color, and a 1-color. I want you to be creative with the types of leaf prints you create. So for kindergartners, I would like you to complete 3 leaf prints, just like I showed you in the video. 1, 2, 3 leaves. For first graders, I want you to complete at least 4 leaf prints. And for second graders, I want you to complete at least 5 leaf prints. Okay, here's a picture of mine with 5 leaf prints. You can see that I used lots of different colors and I was creative with the colors that I used and the different patterns that I did on my leaves. Alright, boys and girls, I hope you enjoy this printmaking project using leaves. We are creating lots of implied texture on our papers by creating those leaf prints. Have fun, and I cannot wait to see your beautiful leaf prints.